The Texas Republican Party is being criticized over new congressional maps. Lawmakers are required to redraw districts after every census. This proposed map, according to Democrats, does not represent the almost 4 million new residents who have moved to Texas over the last 10 years. Instead, they claim this redrawn congressional map will actually disenfranchise voters of color. Here to talk about this is former Texas GOP Chairman James Dickey and Ed Espinoza, the president of Progress Texas. Ed Espinoza, starting with you, how do the proposed redrawn districts hurt people of color?
So it's a good question. We all want equal representation through these congressional maps. And in fact, Austin stands to gain one more congressional district that could be a Democratic district. So that's the good news. The hurdle we run into here is the white population is roughly the same size as the Latino population in this state. But when you see how that representation manifests itself in the way that districts are drawn, it is not equal. Those two seats should look like the growth that netted those seats. But right now, with these maps, we're just not there yet.
James, are Texas Republicans redrawing districts for the people or for the party?
Absolutely for the people. And in fact, what we have here is proof that the Democrat lie that demography is destiny, and that if only there were enough minorities in Texas that they would just automatically, Democrats would have some God-given right to those votes. We all saw that that wasn't true, the way the Valley switched and voted for President Trump last election. And so the bad news for the Democrats is not that these won't represent all races, but that the Democrats don't have the God-given right to minority votes that they seem to think they deserve in spite of their horrible history.
Now, Ed, you know, politics is a practical thing. If Democrats, if the shoe was on the other foot, wouldn't the Democrats be doing the same thing?
Well, I sure would like to have the opportunity to prove whether or not we would, but that's just not where things are right now. Look, a fact check on James. Republicans did not win South Texas. They did better than they have in years past, but Biden also did better than the previous Democrat. But let me get back to the maps here for a second, because it is important to talk about, and it's true, communities of color will vote the way they choose to vote. No party is entitled to their votes. However, when you look at the partisan rating of some of the way these districts are drawn, Representative Mike McCall, who represents the 10th district, which stretches right now from North Austin to Houston, is drawn in a way that it still goes out towards the Gulf Coast through North Austin, and to take in western Travis County, it takes it from a district that is currently 2 percentage points for being a swing district to being 20 points in favor of Republicans. If you're a Democrat or a Republican, you should be upset about that. And that's one of the things that we're talking about in the maps at the legislature right now.
Okay, real quickly here, James. Well, how's this going to shake out?
Well, the Supreme Court was completely right. Drawing lines is an intensely and inherently partisan effort, and to counter, you know, Eddie Bernice Johnson has had a district that she could not lose if she failed to run for decades now. So this is not a new situation to have some districts that have a partisan advantage. Just go ask Sheila Jackson Lee or Al Green. They've got districts that are inherently favor them. It happens.
All righty. Sounds like politics as usual. Ed, James, thank you both very much.
Thanks.
You bet. Thank you.